First of all, I'd like a moment of silence for the people that are still on the street. Thank you. First, let you know who I am and who I represent. First, I work security, and I'm also administrative team leader for the Girls Think Tank, which I'm proudly to say. We operate a storage facility for the homeless. The storage facility it was started by Dave the Waterman and was taken over by the Girls Think Tank. We have been in full operation since February 2011. We have 250 clients with bins, and we currently have 155 people on the waiting list. And this waiting list includes those people who have been to the center in the past month. These are people that have been coming regularly, usually every day, hoping the bin becomes available for them. They are still on the street with their belongings. This means we touch more than 400 people each month with just one service, and we recognize that this is only a small portion of the homeless population in San Diego. And in topic 2, this is my personal story, which I'm proud to tell you. I wrote it down because if I told it can go off for quite a while. But I kind of summarized it. But you know it's from my heart, so I'm sure you'll understand it. Okay, this is what happened. Was I was a lab tech, and I was part of a government program funded to develop skills for the unskilled workers. The funds were limited, which left me and my wife homeless with a small amount of money left. We were in LA at the time. And we heard that San Diego had an excellent homeless program. Matter of fact, I heard that San Diego had one of the best homeless programs in the country. This was in the newspaper. So we sold our furniture and we packed up our very essentials, and we came here by the Greyhound bus. When we got here, it was raining. We had a grocery cart filled with our essentials and several blankets to keep us warm. It was during the winter when we arrived. We walked around in the rain looking for the rescue mission, hoping that we can get out of the rain. When we went to the rescue mission, they had room for my wife, but not for me. So I told her, I said, I would be all right, and that I would wait for her at the bus stop in front of the mission. So while I was sitting at the bus stop wondering what I was going to do all night, it was still raining. I looked up, and there was my wife on my right side. And she said that she was not going to be nowhere without me. And that really told me a lot about my precious wife who's sitting here right now. That touched my heart. And what I did was I embraced her as tears flowed from her eyes, and I reassured her that we're going to make it. We ate at St. Vincent's and in God's Extended Hand. And one of the churches that do services at God's Extended Hand invited us to their services. And while we were at that church, that following Sunday, the pastor asked us to stand up. And the church took a collection, and they gave us almost $500 in cash. And as a result of that, we used the money to move into an apartment hotel, which was ran by the Alpha Project. We had no money we had no deposit, so the hotel worked with us and allowed us to move in. Thank you, Alpha Project. And later, through networking and talking to the workers of the Alpha Project, there was a position open for security at this very winter shelter. There was a job open right here where I am. This is where I actually got my job. And I applied, took the test, and was hired. And while working at this winter shelter, when the season was over, because of my dedicated and reliable services, my supervisor, Karen Pucci, offered me a security position at the Neil Good Day Center. And after working 2 years, Alpha lost the bid for St. Vincent. I was laid off, and this was an opportunity for me to upgrade my security skills. And because I'm a vet of the United States Navy, the VVSD sent me to school for security guard training. And as a result of going to school, I acquired my guard card and was registered by the state. St. Vincent decided to give the center back to Alpha. I was called back to work. After working for a period of time, I was offered a position with the Waterman Check-in Center. I was allowed to move to be more flexible here in addition to security. I was able to work close with the people, encouraging and making them feel better about themselves. The girls' think tank trusted me with more responsibility, and that helped me to restore my dignity. All of these homeless organizations played a part in helping my wife and myself get off the streets. The Alpha Project and the girls' think tank helped me where it really counts, to gain full employment and the restoration of my dignity. So I want to thank you, Alpha Project, and I want to thank you, Girls Think Tank. You're a very serious part of my life right now. Now this is topic 3, a program effort. Transitional stories. This is where I work. We conducted a survey of our clients last year, and almost 1/3 of respondents and the transitional stories enabled them to get jobs. Each month, we have a couple of clients to turn in their bins because they were able to secure employment and housing. They no longer needed their bins. It's always a joyful time at the center when someone turns in their bin because they're moving ahead. That reminds me, there was a gentleman by the name of John Kirkland, and he was with us since we opened up 2 years ago. So he went back to his family, and he spoke to me the other day where I was at the center. He was closing out. That means that they're giving up their bin because they're doing better now. And he happened to mention to me, he said, you know, my spot where I sleep at, there was a little old lady that came in there with several bags and luggages and all types of things. He said, my gosh, she got a lot of luggage. And then he said he thought about it. I mean, this poor lady was struggling. He said, what is she doing with so much luggage? And he said what came to his mind was that he have a bin and she doesn't have a bin. So that bin could make a difference in somebody's life. We don't know there's all types of people that's on the street. People that were abused by their families, people that were lost jobs and are trying to relocate, with different people. I see it every day. Not just derelicts, but we got intelligent and brilliant people that's on the street right now. And I thought about this. If this lady didn't have so much luggage to carry around, then she could probably be able to find housing, decent housing for herself, or even handle her business a lot better. And so because of that, it makes a big difference when you don't have to carry all these things around. And it also doesn't make you feel homeless. So it's an advantage to have a place to keep your things. And in topic 4, a problem that still has to be resolved. For us as an organization, the Girls Think Tank, we need a much bigger space to accommodate the 155 homeless people who are still left on the street with their belongings. One thing I do feel that we as homeless organizations should do is what the Neil Good Day Center did at one time by having weekly meetings with representatives from all the local homeless organizations, including the churches and the San Diego Police Department, who are willing to participate and discuss issues concerning the homeless and combine our resources to resolve these issues. Thank you.